milestone day for me. Today is the day I go back to work after my cancer diagnosis. So I'm gonna bring you along with me. First and foremost, I feel grateful for the opportunity to be back at work. When you go through a life-altering situation like being diagnosed with cancer, initially you feel like you're being handed a death sentence, and you feel like that's it's the end of the road. And so part of that, in my misconstrued mind, because clearly that wasn't the reality, but in my mind, I was never gonna go back to work. I honestly, at the beginning, I did not envision myself being able to go back to work. I didn't even picture myself in my kids' lives for longer than a small determined amount of time, So today's a big day. I decided to vlog. I'm not sure if I'll be able to have the camera on me all day. As most of you know, and if you don't know, I am a teacher. I've been a teacher for most of my career life, and I'm also in school for child life. For the time being, I'm in the classroom. I'm teaching. I'm doing what my passion calls for. Right before I was diagnosed, I was actually in an administrative position. I had just been promoted to academic coach. I was happy with that position. I was learning. I had just started in that position. I think I hadn't even made it to 3 weeks in my new position before I was diagnosed. So yes. So obviously I had to step down from that position because my health did not allow me to come into work. And even if I wanted to, and initially I really wanted to, I was like, okay, that's fine, I've been diagnosed, but I can do it. I can do it all. It's that mentality of like, I got
in
this.
1,000 feet, exit right.
But I quickly realized, after having one surgery after another, that I couldn't do that, right? It wasn't just the surgeries and recovering from surgery that impeded me from going back to work. It was also the chemo and the symptoms, the lingering symptoms of chemo. I was on FOLFOX and I was on FOLFIRI. I'm pronouncing that wrong. If you're familiar with chemo regimens, it's no joke. Even if I wanted to and I had the best attitude, and I would wake up and say, okay, today's the day, I'm gonna feel okay. Oh no, I'd be hunched over the toilet, 20 minutes later, or unable to keep anything down, or, just in the bathroom diarrhea-ing my life away. That's not a term, but I made it up. Anyway, so yeah, my last day at work was July 20. I want to say it was in the later 20s of July 2019. So I wasn't able to go back to work after being diagnosed. And now, as you know, today is December 16th, 2020. So it's been about 1.5 years since I've had a full day of work. So after much consideration on what position I should pursue post-diagnosis, I made the decision to not go back into an administrative position. I wanted to start off with something lighter. So I'm going to go back into the classroom. I'm also not going to be teaching elementary. I'm going to be teaching high school, which is a new engagement for me. Not very familiar with the high school population, but I'm familiar with teaching, and I'm familiar with education, and I teach from the heart. So
In half a mile, exit right to State Route 836, Turnpike Toll.
Update. I'm late to my first day of work. One thing, I want to say this. One positive thing my diagnosis has offered me is I don't stress little things as much as I used to stress them before. So the old Odie, prior to being diagnosed, would have been freaking out right now. I would have been trying to figure out how I could fly over all these cars and make it there in time. But there's nothing I can do. What am I gonna do about it? I just gotta live out the consequences of I didn't leave my house in time. So hopefully tomorrow I'll wake up just a tad bit earlier. How about that? So it's about 1 p.m. and I just wanted to come on here and give you guys an update. So far, so good. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. It's a new environment for me. It's a new set of coworkers. It's a new system that I'm not used to, a new grade level. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but my bags are out of control. I'm tired. I feel groggy. I don't have the same stamina. See, I can't even think properly. I don't have the same stamina I used to have prior to my diagnosis, so I'm tired. And I'm already daydreaming about coffee and hitting the sack when I get home. But anyway, aside from that, I have a partner teacher that is amazing. She's been so helpful. She's introduced me to other teachers here. So she brought me to lunch with the other teachers, and I got to meet them and socialize a bit. So that's been great. So far, so good. I'll check in a little bit. And I forgot to mention, something else that's really different is the fact that I'm teaching in the middle of a pandemic. And technically, I'm still immunocompromised because my white blood counts are still extremely low from chemo. So that's been different because I'm a very affectionate person. I'm the type of person that I like to hug people, shake their hand. I just like for my students to feel like, I'm an inviting person. I'm not like this rigid, like, unhuman person, and so that's been different because I have to keep my distance, and it's just so weird. And then I'm avidly over sanitizing everything. And I obsessively sanitized everything. I sanitized all the desks before I came in. I sanitized the door handles. I'm paranoid, so that's different. That's different from the last time I was in the classroom, right? But I think we're all on the same boat, and it is what it is, just gotta hope for the best, right? Well, I'm having a snack in between periods, and I just wanted to say that one of the best parts about today and about being here is that I get a taste of normalcy again, I've been getting glimpses of my life, pre-cancer, which has been great. While I'm, writing my lesson plans, I'm like, oh, okay, this is like riding a bicycle. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me, My life is not defined by cancer, Yes, I had cancer, period. But moving forward, I have so much more to offer. I have so many more qualities. I can do it, So I just wanted to make a note of that. Feels good. All right, guys, so it's 3:30 p.m. and the dismissal bell is about to ring, which means we made it. I survived. I thought I wouldn't. I am admittedly very tired. I'm just not used to the long hours on my feet. In fact, I'm sitting right now. I've been on my feet. I've been using my voice all day. But I feel good. Overall, I feel good. I'm excited to come home, tell Manny all about my day, relax, and of course, I have to pick up some coffee on the way home because I have quite a commute back home. It's about a 30 to 40 minute commute, and your girl is tired. But anyway, before I went, I wanted to show you my classroom and my setup. I was here about a week and a half ago, and I organized everything. I put all my stuff up, so it was all ready for my students when I came in today. So let me show you. Come on, let's go. Yes, secured the goods. We secured the goods. Let's go home. Back home.
Very nice.
It was so awesome bringing you guys along with me. Let me know in the comments down below if these are the kind of videos you want to see on my channel.
Yeah.